A wall of honor will show you how Gridley is remembering the town's war veterans. Plus, the search for Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, continues. We'll bring you the latest on the investigation. And how the late Congressman Doug LaMalfa is being honored 1 month after his unexpected passing.
Covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
Nearly 7,500 people call Gridley their home. It's a small town, but one that Action News Now reporter Jerry Lennon shows us is making a big statement in how to honor its town's war veterans.
Inside the Gridley Memorial Hall stands the Wall of Honor, unveiled today. The wall currently features 47 names etched onto 2 bronze plaques, a tribute to the local service members killed in combat. For Dan Fisher, who served in the U.S. Air Force during the Vietnam War, the wall isn't just a memorial, it's a reunion with an old friend.
Stephen Bayless.
And how did you know him?
I knew him from high school. He was a year in front of me in school.
Watching over the wall is a photograph of Warren McCutcheon. He was a Gridley native and, according to many researchers, the first American serviceman killed at Pearl Harbor. He was only 17. Today, he rests at the Gridley Cemetery just a few blocks away from the hall.
It's important to do this to preserve the memory of the men and women that sacrificed their lives in defense of our country. Something that is, for some people, is only talked about a few times a year. They talk about it on Veterans Day, Memorial Day.
Memorial Day is still 3.5 months away, but as it approaches, it's worth reflecting on a sobering statistic. According to a 2019 survey, only 13% of Americans visit a military memorial or war monument like this to observe the day.
For veterans, that statistic is a difficult puzzle to solve.
That's a question that is asked every time veterans get together, and we unfortunately don't have an answer. We do our best, and we just hope others take our message and learn from it.
The names are engraved in bronze as a permanent tribute, a quiet, powerful reminder of the legacy kept alive here at the Gridley Memorial Hall. In Gridley, Jerry Lennon, Action News Now.
Members of the public with information on fallen service members from the Gridley area are encouraged to contact the South Butte Post 210 to ensure their names are added to the roll. Gridley's American Legion also honored the late Doug LaMalfa. It's been 1 month and a day since the U.S. Congressman died unexpectedly. His wife, Jill LaMalfa, was on hand and presented with a plaque that reads, "Congressman Doug LaMalfa, a man of the community." The plaque will be on the opposite wall from where the Wall of Honor is located. We spoke with Mrs. LaMalfa on why her husband would have been so proud to receive this recognition, as he was a strong supporter of the U.S. military, and why it means so much to her personally.
Oh, so much. It's really helped in the grieving process, but also it's just such a blessing to know that people cared about him so much, but are also feeling the loss. I think there's something in that. There is something in connecting hearts when you know how sad and lost you're feeling, to know that other people are kind of grieving alongside you.
Still to come, a photograph of Congressman LaMalfa will be added just above the plaque. Meteorologist Allie-Ann McCord has our forecast now.
Happy Saturday. It's been a really quiet day for us across Northern California, and our temperatures have climbed up a little bit above average. We got Redding checking in at 60 degrees, 59 though in Chico, but along the mountains you're getting more so, of course, the mid 40s to low 50s, 50 currently in Quincy. But we haven't had much sunshine. We've been dealing with some really thick cloud cover, and it's actually going to bring us a slight chance of rain tomorrow, mainly farther to the north and to the west you go. Highest coverage rain looks to be closer to that state border. Now, I will say tomorrow could be wet at times. Now, I don't think all of us will see the rain. I think a lot of us should stay dry just in time for that morning run, where it's going to be pretty comfortable in those mid to upper 40s out the door. But quite widespread rain expected for the Klamath Mountain Range. We're going to have temperatures in those lower 50s. Rain especially starting maybe late tonight into tomorrow, but afternoon showers the further to the east you go. High tomorrow, Mineral around 50 degrees. Moving into the foothills, I don't think we're going to see as much in the way of rain, so temperatures should have the ability to get back into those low 60s for areas like Paradise and, of course, Magalia. But moving into the valley, I think Redding going to see some PM showers, so tomorrow evening looking to get that better rain coverage, but we should be a little bit drier the further south we go. But few afternoon showers with temperatures in the mid-60s, but we could be seeing even more rain heading into next week with some much needed snow possibly too. I've got all those details coming up.
Thanks, Allie-Ann. Today's show co-host Savannah Guthrie and her siblings posted a new video on social media on Saturday addressing their mother's abductors and this time saying specifically they are, quote, willing to pay for her return. This comes 1 week after their mother was reported missing. Andres Gutierrez is in Tucson with the latest.
We received your message, and we understand.
On Saturday, Savannah Guthrie and her siblings took to social media to address those responsible for taking their mother. In their post, they appear to address a new message from their mother's potential abductors. On Friday, authorities said they were working on verifying the authenticity of a message received in connection to Nancy Guthrie's disappearance.
We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
Sunday marks 1 week since Nancy Guthrie was reported missing from her Tucson area home. Authorities have yet to identify a person of interest or suspect in the case, but on Friday came signs of progress as investigators returned to the residence. 2 agents were seen on the roof of Nancy Guthrie's house, and cell phone video shows a vehicle being towed from the home, reportedly a blue Subaru SUV belonging to Nancy Guthrie. A neighbor told CBS News authorities came onto his property Friday to conduct readings.
I was putting a coating on the roof and a Suburban drove up, and a gentleman had a badge and asked to park here and take readings of some kind.
We need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward.
The Guthrie family has been pleading for communication with the potential captor or captors. A first unverified ransom note demanded payment in Bitcoin and sent 2 deadlines, but left no way of reaching out. The FBI is continuing to work to determine the note's authenticity. The next deadline specified in the note is Monday. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Tucson, Arizona.
Authorities are continuing to canvass the neighborhood and are tracking down vehicles that were seen on surveillance cameras in the area the night Nancy Guthrie disappeared. Traffic was backed up for more than 15 minutes on Highway 99 South this morning after a pickup truck and a semi-truck crashed. This is what's left of the pickup truck, which the California Highway Patrol says was hit by the semi-truck at the intersection of Highway 99 and Biggs East Highway. Crews from CAL FIRE Butte Unit and EMS helped at the scene. The pickup driver had minor injuries. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. More than 170 PG&E customers in South Chico were without power this afternoon due to 2 separate outages. The first outage lasted about 2 hours and impacted 173 customers in the areas of Cobblestone Drive, Immigrant Way, and Overland Court. According to the utility's outage tracker, the outage was unplanned and was caused by an object making contact with the power line. A second outage in South Chico also lasted about 2 hours, impacting 1 customer in the area of West 12th Street and Hazel Street. The utility says their team was evaluating the electrical system this afternoon to restore power. The Reading Reptile Expo is moving to February. The event brings together vendors and educators featuring reptiles, plants, gemstones, and specialty products. The 2-day event has traditionally been held later in the year, but organizers say they decided to shift the expo to February to provide the community with something to do in the colder months when outdoor activities are limited. The event will take place February 21st and 22nd at the Holiday Inn on Hilltop Drive in Reading. A run for fire relief will show you the latest efforts at recovery more than 1 year after fires in Southern California. And preparations are underway for Super Bowl 60, how local and federal officials are ramping up security for the big game.